you, Jesse. And thanks, we should say thank you to Lewis and Hannah for organising this tonight. Always do nice events. Thanks to the Bolo staff. And thank you all for coming out tonight, because it's pretty shitty out there, and so many lovely people actually turned up tonight. Feel slightly bad about not rehearsing this too much. did anybody come to the last Bolo show? Oh, I was going to ask who's heavy drinkers, but with old timers. Well, I just want to know how much I can repeat the last show. If you do hear anything, just raise your hand up in the air. If you hear something I said before, it's not going to make any fucking difference. Make everybody laugh a lot. Mr. Jones, I think you said that joke before. Well, nobody's ever called me Mr. I was thinking about it the other day. I think my dad was called Mr. from like 20 years old, something like that. So Mr. That's what used to happen. I'm still waiting for it. Even I still am. Nobody fucking does it for me. It's like lack of respect. Even like, I went to the bank to get a loan. The bank manager called me dude. No shit. I'd like to get a loan, please. It's like this, dude. You don't have any money. I was like, no shit. That's why I want to get the loan. The guy just fucking sat back in his chair. It doesn't really work like that. Ironic, isn't it, dude? I think that I'm not getting called Mr. because I don't really feel too much like an adult. Still, but I'm not like, I know there's some old people here that you talk to them like, I still feel like a young boy running through the fields. Like, no, I don't feel like that at all. I feel old as fuck. I just don't feel like an adult. Ironic, isn't it, dude? Maybe I'm not feeling like an adult. I haven't really done many adult things yet in my life, I've never bought a house, never been married, never got a hand job from an Asian prostitute in my lunch hour. What business guys do, right? To be fair, I've never really had a job with a lunch hour. I tend to work in cafes, bolos, and building sites. You get lunch minutes. You learn to eat that sandwich fucking slow. That's what labourers are always talking. They just want to extend that lunch sandwich, Wait till the fucking last bite goes down. Back to work, boys. Like, oh, fuck. That's how it goes. But also, to be fair, I guess I probably wouldn't. I've got a labourer joke actually. A labourer told me this. I did some tree lopping, hardest fucking job ever. So this is a labourer's joke. So there's a foreman has a big job on the next day. Realises he doesn't have enough guys to work, so he asks his wife. He says, "Can you work for me?" She's like, "Yeah, sure." He's a bit worried because she's quite hot. But so they go out the next day. They go to the building site. He says, "We're working far away from each other. All the signals and stuff." She's like, "Yes." So they start working, and everything seems to be going quite good, for an hour or two. And then the foreman realizes he's forgotten something. He looks for his wife, and she's way over there on another hill, waves to her, and he goes. And she looks a little bit confused, and then she's like. All the labourers are pissing themselves laughing, and he's like, fuck, he runs all the way down the hill, goes, fuck, you didn't know what I was saying? I need the hammer. And she's like, hey, I got it. I said, I left it in the box. That's what labourers do. That's the other thing. I've been doing 20 years of labouring jobs and I still can't pull off working class. It's ironic, isn't it, dude? I'm the long-haired guy. Yeah, get the hippie guy. He's all right. But to be fair, also, I don't know if I really fit into the corporate world. I'm trying to picture myself doing that. Monday morning in the boardroom, suit and tie. Big boss comes in. Good morning, Miss Phillips, Miss Davies, dude. No smoking in here, dude. Asking me questions I don't know the answers to. Dude, how are we feeling about the quality numbers? Well, I know how I feel about them, sir. How do you feel about them? I learned that from my sister. Where's my sister? My sister's right there. She's done lots of these sort of jobs. She used to work for Dendy. She's a smart girl, but they would give these crazy art house films on the weekend, ask for a review on Monday morning, And like, Charlotte, what did you think of the film? I don't want to colour everybody's opinion with my thoughts. Let's turn that back to the table. That's what you got to do. Anyway, I did have some jobs. Obviously, I worked here for a long time. It was 3 years. Says something about the New South Wales labour shortage. managing here for 3 years. Oh my God. So it's always a little bit, when I come back here, feels like coming home, being home. Not a good home, obviously. More like a dysfunctional sort of home. Dad's shouting at you all the time, mum's pissed in the corner, that sort of home. Oh God. Or maybe one of those, like if you watch the reality shows, the woman's been dragged, been beaten half to death by her husband, and they take her out of the house, they want to take her to women's services. Take me back. Why do you want to go back? It's me fucking home, cunt. That sort of home, or I could just do this all night, just analogies about the bowling. Or like one of those British movies, set in Victorian times, where the young boy, he escapes from the bad orphanage and is picked up by a kindly policeman who gives him a hot meal. Please, sir, may I stay with you? No, laddie, we're going to take you back to the orphanage. Those sort of homes, Anyway, I learned some history while I was here in the bolo. It's much old. I know you're all looking, how old is this place? Some of this furniture, community centre furniture. They tried to sell this back to the retirement home. They said, we don't fucking want it. We're fucking old, we're not stupid. Might be pissing into a bag, but I've still got some taste. But no, do you want a bit of a history lesson about the bolo? It's very, very old. When Captain Cook first arrived in Australia, there were no man-made buildings in all of Australia, except for this place. They talked to the indigenous people. They said it's been around for thousands of years. They had a name for it. They called it Mduku. That means a place with the sticky carpets. Actually, it's much, much older than that. They were like aliens millions of years ago, just fucking high as fuck. Came down to the world. They put Machu Picchu, Stonehenge, all those pyramids in Egypt, and I believe they built this place and Minto RSL and just fucked off here. Probably, what did you do, dude? I put some triangle shit in Egypt. Did I do anything? No. Anyway, it's good to be here. It's an easy gig for me, just down the road. The last gig we did was in Brookvale. I got in big trouble for calling it a shithole on stage. So, anybody from Brookvale? It is a shithole, right? We can do it. I just thought actually, the Brookvale is fine, but it just needs some advertising. All the cool places are advertising. Manly has advertising, Bondi has advertising, Palm Beach I guess has advertising. I know what they do for Palm Beach. It's probably like, suck off a rich guy, you might inherit half a house. Palm Beach. Something like that. But no, they just need advertising. So I came to them and said, I got some great ideas for that. We just say like a series of commercials, always the same. Two people driving up Pittwater Road, through Brookvale, and oh look, there's Macca's, you want to stop? Nah, I can't be fucked turning around. Brookvale! I said, can we all do this together? We do the Brookvales together, okay? We have one practice try. 1, 2, 3. Brookvale! Number 2. Driver 1. Oh my God, it's a brothel next to the job centre. I wonder how that's working out. That's true too. Or you're driving like, oh my God, that must be the last stallion stable hairdresser in the whole of Australia. Last one. Driving like, just let me know when we go through Brookvale. Oh, that was 5 minutes ago. I feel bad. The guy, actually the owner of that bar came to, it's right, it is a shithole, don't worry. Anyway, I shouldn't bag places. I grew up on the tough, mean, gang-controlled streets of Mossman. Some heavy, I was talking to Mr. Peter Higgins over there about the other day. Very heavy times back then. Sometimes, not all the time, but we would go to this little Italian deli where, up the road. Not all the time, sometimes they wouldn't have the right, organic smoked salmon, whatever. It was hairy. When those things happened, my grandma would turn, have you seen the movie Animal Kingdom? Yeah, it's like the mother, Jackie Weaver, squeak. My grandma would fucking get up in the owner's face like that. This is not a real tiramisu, Mr. Carlos. And she stabbed him in the heart with a Mossman Dale. That was my grandma's first kill. She did 7 years in a retirement home in Lane Cove for that one. But did she repent? Did she reform? Fuck no. She got out, she burnt that deli to the ground.
Oh yeah!
Oh yeah! Only real champagne comes from the Champagne region in France, Mr. Carlo. Anyway, so what else is going on? I got my girlfriend for the first time ever. She's a lucky lady over there. First time seeing me live. If you want to make her go bright red, just look at her. We used to call her Lighthouse when she was growing up. Anyway, she's definitely the more attractive one because she's a very beautiful woman. But you don't need to tell me that. Everybody seems to feel the need. I don't know what they want me to do. Like, yeah, I'm an average Joe with a hot girlfriend. When I worked here, the old guys, they wouldn't say anything. They just clock over and they wouldn't say anything. And then later on the bar alone, they could lean over the fucking bar. Mate, you're punching way above your weight. Oh, thanks, Bill. Thanks for that ego boost for today. Like another beer. Actually, we went out a little while ago. We met an Irish girl. We're sitting at dinner. Never met her before. She's opposite us, and my girlfriend finally goes to the bathroom, and this Irish girl leans and goes, "So, are you rich, Jasper? Because I don't know what the fuck's going on here." I said, "Yes, I am. I'm extremely rich and have an enormous penis." She said, "Well, that's obviously bullshit." I said, "You're right. I'm only being half truthful. Remember, she paid for dinner." And she was very nice to me after that. Just keeping that on file. Why burn your bridges, you know? Okay, I want to take you behind the magic of comedy. That's all bullshit. But it doesn't, the whole story, complete crap. It doesn't matter. Tomorrow morning, if I have breakfast with Taddy, my girlfriend, she'll be cool, and then she'll be like, "So who was this Irish girl?" No, it's all bullshit, honey. It's just a funny joke, try to be funny. You seem to know an awful lot about her. I don't know what's an amalgam of people I've met in my life. Something like that. You should be quiet, but 1 week from now, when you're fucking arguing about a toaster, like, what's the matter with you? Why? Because I'm not an Irish girl who loves a huge cock. And from that point on, it kind of becomes truth, right? You know, so 1 year from now, much worse argument. She's crying, "At least I don't fuck Irish people on dates together." Oh my God, 10 years from now, marriage counseling, you know? I'm like, okay, I apologize for fucking a fictional Irish person on a date that never happened. Therapist's like, "You're not helping the process, Jasper. Please work with us." Anyway, I'm very happy that you all came out tonight. I've only got one more little story, so stay for the headliner because he's awesome. He's right at the back there, he's a legend. So I was looking at Instagram, thinking like, you know, you feel like shit if you watch Instagram and Facebook, and you know, you feel crap. And then you meet your real friends, like, "Oh, I'm not doing that bad. I'm doing okay." So with that in mind, about like 5 or 6 years ago, I got invited to a friend's wedding, and I went to the tables and I said Jasper, and that wasn't my second name. I was fucking confused. And I went, and the groom that night had put 5 Jaspers at the same table. That was his right? And there were 3 already. I sat down, and we were all waiting. And then the last Jasper came, and he was my Jasper nemesis. So this guy grew up in the same suburb as me, better looking, hard to believe, but better looking, a little bit taller, a little bit older, much wealthier. So I was forever meeting like pretty girls, like, "Oh, Jasper, I've heard about you." And it's not me. I even went out with a girl who had like, I found a book under her bed, Jasper written on film with love poetry. I was like, "I'm so touched, it's not yours." So, and this Jasper turned up very cocky still. Like, "I'm Jasper number 1. And we're like, all the Jaspers, that was cool. All the Jaspers were like, "Yeah, that's right." And I sat down, I thought, well, fuck, no, I'm a pretty cool dude these days. Maybe I'm Jasper number 1, Jasper number 2 at least these days. That dream lasted about 2 minutes, completely crushed. The Jasper next to me retired at 31, made so much money. The other Jasper, he was talking about his famous rock band that he's playing in, all the other Jaspers like, you know, it's so easy. After you earn 10 million, all the rest of the money just comes so much easier, right? I pay less tax now than I did when I was 18. So I was like, fuck this. I was like, I'm gonna get drunk. No, and people who know me know that's not a big task. But if I decide to get drunk, then, you know, all bets are off pretty much. I go into this sort of abstract, I can't, you know, recognize faces, I sort of lose connection with time. I'm the sort of guy like, you know, I'll be at a bar, introducing to my friends, my new mate, hey, check out this guy, fucking Georgie, what's George Pell, fucking legend! Met him in the bathroom, wanted to hold my cock, fucking what a legend! Ready to hear a George Pell joke? He's dead, fucking right. So George Pell's on a boat with two guys and starts sinking like an ocean liner. One of the guys like, quick, we're gonna save all the children, save the children. The other guy's like, oh, fuck the children. George Pell's like, we have time? So come on, he got a drinking the double Jack. This is, if you guys, Jack Daniels, there's something about these cans, just total inebriation. I don't know what it is. We figured in Germany, 3 cans, 3 lines of Coke, 3 joints. You don't have to call emergency services, just have them on the dial. Anyway, so I was getting to this state, I was getting that sort of abstract, weirdly drunken state. I couldn't deal with all the fucking Jaspers around me, you know, fucking. And so I'm just talking to this girl right in front of me. This is 100% true. 100% true. I'm talking to this girl, and I'm getting more, I'm eating the fucking decorated candy and stuff, and we're having a good time. So at one point, I'm saying, wow, it's amazing, you know, you and I get on so well, it's amazing we never met before. And she just goes white in the face. And then she answers me, but she answers like, you know, when we do the party, there's always little gaps, in like the silent gap. She drops her answer into that. It's like, well, we should know each other, Jasper. We went out for 3 months. And the whole time, like, oh, you're Jasper number 5. Everybody. And as the night went on, that story got out. I was just sitting there, I'm just getting more hammered. I could look at tables 3 meters away, and he's going, what an asshole. And just the whole evening towards me. And my brain sort of slowly functioning like this guy. I remember the guy, okay, to be fair, it was 10 years before. It wasn't a big relationship. We were at university, she lost a lot of weight, she died ahead of it. But I can, I'm remembering she had a nice brother. Her brother was cool. Her brother was friends with the guys the brother's the best man. And then at that time, it was all kind of clicking in my head kind of thing. They call the best man to do his best man speech on stage. And I see this guy, the stage is there, and he's walking my direction. Like, oh no. He comes over, he just leans over my shoulder. You didn't remember my sister, cunt? I'm like, oh no. I'm gonna have to do the right thing. I'm gonna have to deal with this. So I took a deep breath, stood up, I looked him in the eyes, and I stabbed him in the heart with a Mossman Daily. It's what my grandmother would have wanted. Right? Anyway, hopefully tonight I was Jasper number 1. Thank you all for coming. I know lots of people made it just for me tonight. Stephen Martin, give it up for Jesse, thanks to Lewis. Thank you.
Give it up for Mr. Jones, the dude, ladies and gentlemen. He's charming, he's funny, he's handsome, he's success. Oh no, sorry, that's the other Jasper. As your headline is coming up, a little fun fact about him.